challenge that week is to come up with a lesson based on whatever we find inside whatever box happens to show up. So this morning, our makeshift box happens to be a Bic pen box. Beautiful. See? All right. And it's taped shut. I've been shaking it around. I'm hoping it's okay. I'm shaking the box. All right. Sounds small. I don't think it's a pen. It doesn't sound long enough to be a pen to be... Like, I know a sound can't be a length, but it doesn't sound long enough to be a pen. It's got too much movement. What on earth? All right. So not what I thought was in here, guys. Oh, and it's a new one, too. New York State driver's license. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a permit. She's not allowed to fully drive yet. Oh. Cody, really? Dad, hey, Grandpa, how you feeling about this?
Stay off the sidewalks.
I heard an argument this morning about her being able to keep the keys, and if she gets to keep the keys, and that means she gets to drive home, so Jeff doesn't get to change his mind about that? Oh my goodness.
She drove me to church today.
She's been driving you to church for a few weeks now. You're okay. Oh, I love this. And this is one of the new ones too, so this is like the new finagled up and down instead of, probably most of us that have it going the other direction now. Oh, I love this. So what is the purpose of having this?
So I can drive.
Okay, so you can drive. So that gives you permission to do something, right? What happens if you didn't have that?
Couldn't drive.
What stops you? Not having it? Okay. So in theory, the law stops you. Yes, thank you. The law stops us. Says unless you've got that little piece of paper that says you passed a test, right? And that's just a written test, right? It doesn't actually prove your skill in any way, shape, or form yet. That's a driver's test, right? So you've passed a written exam that says, okay, you're good to go. And now you can practice driving on the roads until such time that you're comfortable to try the driver's test, or
6 months.
6 months. I don't remember that when I was a kid. That was a long time ago. All right, so that little card gives you permission to do something, right? And you've had to prove that you're able to, in some way, shape, or form, that you're ready to have that card. What else is that card used for? Identification. So for the rest of the world, that not only proves that we are able to drive, but it also proves who you are. That fun little hologram, the picture on there, that says that that's who you are. It tells me how, that little thing actually has a lot of information on it. It tells me your birthday. Tells you your height, your eye color.
Sex you are.
Yep, what sex you are.
Where you live.
Where you live. What other fun information is hidden in there? I think there's your ID number, which starts to then replace a lot of other things as you're going through. So there's an ID number on there.
If you're a donor.
If you're what? If you're a donor, if you are an organ donor or not. Yep, those are on those cards too. I don't know if it's on a permit, but it would be, yep, you've got it on there that you're an organ donor. So there's a lot of information on that little plastic card, huh? It's a lot of information. Who else knows us so well? God, right? So I believe in the first week we started talking about this. In the first week of the series that we're in right now, we were talking with Jeremiah. And Jeremiah was talking with God, or the other way around, I should say God was talking to Jeremiah, and says, I have known you before you were born. I have known you since you were being born and developed in the womb. I knew who you were before anybody else knew who you were. So now while we carry around these little cards that tell us, and the rest of the world, or reminds us, tells the rest of the world who we are, and all of our vital statistics, God doesn't need that reminder. God doesn't need a little card to tell us who we are. God doesn't need any information or any prompt to remember our names, to remember who we are, where we live, where we were born, what our eye color is supposed to be. Good thing they don't put hair color on there anymore, because that would just blow out of the water for me, wouldn't it? But God knows us. He knows who we are inside and out, even before our mothers knew who we were, even before the rest of the world got to know us. So let's say a little prayer. God, thank you so much for being with us and for helping to remind us that you always know who we are. You know our names, you know all of our vital statistics, you know everything that needs to be known about us. And you probably know things about us that we have yet to discover about ourselves. Help us to know you just as well. Help us to meet with you and speak with you and hear from you in the ways that the prophets of Jeremiah and all of them had the opportunity to do as well as they learned who they were and the work that they were meant to do for you in this world. In your name we pray. Amen.